I'm officially setting the timer for 20 minutes. A bonus episode once again. We're going to talk about, I mean, since we have Big Eyes here, we might as well talk a little bit of the manga and the haps that are going on in the anime world. Um, quickly want to talk about before, I mean, it's anime, it's manga, we can kind of like talk about anything. Quickly, I want to get everyone's thoughts. JJK has just started. How do you guys feel about season two? Please tell me you guys have watched it. I know AD, you're a binger. Please tell me you have watched something. Please.
I watched the first episode and said I want to do a live reaction to this season. So
Oh,
that's going to be on the
yeah,
Twitch.
you're gonna be on. So we're gonna have this on Twitch starting what date actually?
We're going to start with One Piece on August 6th, and then the following week is going to be JJK.
Hey man, so make sure you stay to twitch.tv / the lookout RNC. Is it the lookout or lookout RNC?
Nice the Lookout RNC.
There we go. See, I knew I had it right. LJ, thoughts, JJK, season two. How do you feel? Toji.
All right, I got to be honest with you.
Okay. I'm scared.
It's the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was so scared. I was like, he's about to have the most sizzling take that I've ever heard in my life.
It's the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. My God. Like, one person should not have all this power. KK should not have written this amazing arc, bro.
No, it's been amazing. Every week it feels like it's an event. Great animation. Mappa put their top tier motherfuckers on this shit. The schedule is wonky. The schedule is weird as hell, but we'll get to the Shibuya incident eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like in a month. So I'm not too mad. I'm not too mad at the schedule, to be honest with you. Actually, let it all simmer in. You know what I'm saying? Because Shibuya incident is about to be. It's an incident. Trust me.
Yeah. So in terms of scheduling, right? We're getting Gojo's past arc happens. Then after that, they're breaking the movie into parts, right? Into episodes.
So I think they're re-airing the movie. I think they're re-thinging the actual series itself. And then there's another week of some other bullshit.
Yeah, it's like a recap episode.
Yeah, essentially. So it's a bunch of recap episodes before they actually hit the Shibuya incident, which is it's going to be tough. Listen, I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to tune into it. Also, with this, we talked about it a little bit on the previous episode, but Gear 5 episode, it is a big one for One Piece. It is what 80 is looking forward to. You'll see him react to it on August 6th. Just go back to the previous episode if you want to hear us talk about One Piece and all that's coming up for it. They dropped the trailer for Attack on Titan, the second part, which debuts in fall. Once again, looks amazing. It's only 30 seconds, but it looks like, yeah, we're going to have to spend a whole year making these 2 episodes kind of deal. So I'm not mad at it. The dub is an interesting story. Those who are waiting for the dub are pretty pissed. Because there's no news on Attack on Titan season 4 part 3 special 1 of the dub. But watching Japanese couldn't hurt you. Manga talk. What's the most interesting thing you're reading right now? I'll start with you, AD.
I mean, I feel like you should know my answer. It's going to be One Piece. Literally, we've been getting Luffy's grandfather, Garp, who is rescuing Kobe, the guy from Chapter 1, Episode 1 or whatever, because he became a full-fledged Marine, but he got locked up at Blackbeard's base. So Garp went on a rescue mission to save him. But Blackbeard's not there, so that's why it's like, okay, this is the perfect time to go get him. But Garp takes a shot for Kobe as he's trying to rescue somebody, and he's like, no, it's a trap. And, he's like, bro, you're the future of the Marines. You gotta, buck up. You gotta stand for yourself. In this most recent chapter, Kobe does the most amazing thing nobody thought would ever be possible and destroyed like a hand the size of a battleship. like an island battleship, or whatever like that. They go into like the detail of his training with Garp and all of that stuff to say he has the power and potential. And so it's like, okay, there's some hard shit, but at the cost of leaving Garp behind to be frozen over and captured by the Blackbeard pirates. So it's like, at what cost did we save, this little nigga for Garp the hero? So yeah,
I
One Piece
gotta
has
see
been
this
going
shit.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm gonna see this shit. LJ, anything you've been reading? The most interesting thing you've been reading or watching, or anything of the rather?
Um, I'm trying to think. I mean, like kind of just reading the big stuff. Jujutsu Kaisen, as always. Like this Gojo and Sakuna fight's really entertaining.
It
Um,
is. It is definitely
it's
going
nothing. It's
down.
nothing but like big highlight reels. I feel like it's like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
making and my
Neither
hero.
seems to have a strong footing on the other. As if like they're hitting big moves on another, but no, it's not like anyone's in fucking peril at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe Gojo is. Gojo might be more worse off than he's letting on, which I think is the big elephant in the room with these chapters of JJK. Is like, how long can Gojo actually do this? And then every episode they're like, fuck, Gojo's amazing. Why are we even doubting him? But it's like it's still a low key undercurrent of like, what did that prison realm do to him? Like,
Yeah,
Right.
um,
he was telling you he
so
was in there doing push ups and sit ups and
all,
yeah.
all the other stuff, but domain after domain after domain to the point where it's become a meme now, um, because everyone is now saying like,
Domain expansion.
domain expansion. Where you're this best. They got Luffy saying domain expansion. They got
No, the best
Ochaka's.
one is the Ochaka one is the best one.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah. After
that
the My
is
Hero, yeah.
no fuck with nothing's fucking with the OG.
You
Well,
let me
That
say
shit
listen,
had
something
me
new.
in
Domain
tears.
expansion.
I'm glad that the JJK MHA beef lives outside of our Discord because it feels like it's an actual real beef that exists between people online. Like, because the chapters are because they're both kind of in the end and they kind of going. I think JJK fans, heavy JJK fans, are not fans of My Hero, and My Hero fans are like, the series is great. They're not even saying like JJK sucks because I don't think you can, but they're saying like, yo, this it's actually going very, very well. Like My Hero, like I'm glad that it's like, I mean, Horikoshi seems like he's got like on his last legs at this point because you was dropping like 7-page chapters for a couple weeks. I was
Yeah.
concerned. Um, but I think they're wrapping up the stories of all these villains and heroes very, very nicely.
Yeah.
What say you,
The old Chaco thing with Toga
Toga?
that's a really nice conclusion. I think we're wrapping it up. Like even the chapter before this one, I think was a solid. It could have been a solid conclusion with her saving Toga's life, but with Toga giving her own life in this most recent chapter to save Ochako, really shows that like the villains. Wait, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say she had this thing where she took blood of the people she said she loved, and now she's giving her blood to the people that she
Yeah,
loved. It's a great fucking. It all comes around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, she's giving herself. She finally had a person to talk to understand her, and she had that with the League of Villains, but she also wanted that with she like if you look at her, she never had a female friend her age to relate to or something like that. So the fact that even though in this moment they're fighting each other, the fact that they could come together and have a conversation and Ochako willingly opening her heart to Toga to understand her pain and like everything that she's going through to like understand her situation. I think that was a really beautiful moment between them two, and it was all built up to this point. Like they wanted to talk about Deku, they wanted to talk about Boys That Light, and this, that, and the third. They wanted to have these moments together, but just because they were on opposite sides of the playing field, they really couldn't get to that point up until now. So I really just think that this was a beautiful conclusion for both of them.
What say you, LJ?
Um, you know what? I agree. I think that the ending is very it's like heartwarming during like a moment that's, you know, very chaotic and there's a lot of things going on. And, you know, obviously I think that this MHA has created itself to be kind of like a um like it's created itself in terms of like character dynamics. A lot of like heroes and villains is really like, oh, we're the, you know, different sides of the same coin kind of ordeal. I mean, and it goes for them too, of just like, we're just two teenage girls and we just like, our lives just so happen to take us down these paths. But essentially it's like, if we would have had each other at some moment before then, like maybe things could have really turned out different for me, or things could have turned out. And I think like, I don't know, with their dynamic, it's really cool. And I think even going back to like Toga and like her, even referencing like Jin and like how much Jin meant to her because of like his, you know, he was like a real friend. And like that's all she was like really searching for, is like someone to like, you know, for the people that she loved. But yeah, I think like that ending was, I fucked with the ending. I fucked with it. I can't say too
Ha-
much bad. I don't think that like MJ does a lot of things that pisses me off,
sure.
but at the same time, so does JJK at times. Um, but no, I think that though Horikoshi, he will he will figure, like, he somehow some way he knows how to tie in the loose ends. He's like,
I
all
feel
right,
like
cool.
I feel like the mission of saving people is still intact more than ever, rather than just like killing. Because I don't even think they killed
Yeah.
Dabi. I think Dabi's. I don't know if he's dead, but
He's out for the count for sure.
he's
Yeah.
done. And number one done. Thoughts on the rumor that My Hero Academia Vigilantes will be getting the anime adaptation?
I need it.
The Superior series is getting a
Inject it into me now. I need that.
For those who have not read Vigilantes, it is like the prequel series to the show. It is not done by Horikoshi. It is done by Furuhashi, who I believe, I guess, has worked on My Hero Academia.
yeah, wasn't he
Um,
an assistant, right?
Yeah.
but it is like a series, different protagonists, but still a prequel. Involves a lot of people who are in the main series, just like Aizawa and one and All for One and All Might and a couple other people. Very good, very kind of like warming series. You get to, it sets the table for a lot that happens in My Hero Academia, the main series. Um, I'm trying to think of one more thing. What do I have here?
I mean, we gotta
Uh,
talk about the big thing, Blue Box. My nigga finally got a
oh
girlfriend.
yeah, yeah. That's what I wanted
Yeah.
to. Blue,
He's dealing
they
with the
being
pressures
weird
of,
though. They're being weird.
they're being really weird. It's really uncomfortable watching them interact with each other.
This series has taken it from heartwarming to like me having like not embarrassment, but like it's giving cringe
Yeah, no, you're
overall.
definitely getting secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
definitely
like,
over there like, bro, what the fuck are you on?
I
Yep.
feel like he doesn't quite know how. Neither of them knows.
This is my first girlfriend. This is my first boyfriend. Like,
Yeah, but like she has all these feelings and wants to be touched, and he just doesn't know how, or like he's gotten to this point. I didn't think he ever. I think um, he's always loved. What was her name?
Chinatsu.
Chinatsu. He always loved her, but like he didn't think he would get to this point. So he has no game plan, no
Yeah, he
riz,
was
no
like, yeah,
nothing.
and yeah, he had no post like he doesn't know what to do with this success. He's suffering from success right now. You got the
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled like hand on his head. Like he's suffering from success right now. He's like, yo, I didn't think that this was actually gonna happen. And like you said, now that I'm here, like it's bad. I don't know. I think I do not have high hopes for my boy right now. I could see him fumbling this.
They're alone in the house currently with one another, and I'm just like, I this mangaka, Miura, um, knows how to set the table for like anticipation, because and I'm fully expecting the rug to get pulled out. It was like a parents' home. It actually ended early. I'm fully expecting that. But I feel like from time to time, I think we expect from just being normal savages to think it's going to go a step further, and it never actually even gets close to there. So now my question is, what happens when Hina finds out that they're dating?
I mean, ain't
Nothing.
nothing she can really do
She got
about it.
to take that L. I don't think
Yeah.
she does anything drastic. Now this takes a um
Mm.
what you would call it? What the fuck is that anime? I was just watching. Uh,
I'm thinking like
uh,
School Days or something.
there we go. If it takes a school day,
Hey man,
What happens in
if it
school
takes
days,
a
brother?
you gotta watch
okay,
School Days. No, you gotta watch
you
School
gotta
Days.
watch School Days, but it takes a turn for the dark, like
Yeah,
the
Okay.
dark.
yeah.
It starts off warming and a little like whatever, but it
He
takes a
gets kind
turn
of
for the
cocky.
dark.
Like imagine Taiki getting kind of cocky because he got the juice.
Mm.
Like imagine that. And yeah, nah, just go watch School Days, Meals. I think you might be like, what the fuck at the end.
Nah, he's definitely saying what the fuck after watching School Days, but it's
Gotcha.
if it takes a School Days turn, that would be crazy. I don't see that happening, but I don't see Hina
Yeah,
doing nothing too crazy. She probably just take that L. It's gonna be a little emotional moment probably between her and Taki of like, okay, well, I guess you got the girl you love, but I still love you
yeah.
Mm.
type ordeal.
The series has got me hooked. I'm waiting for the anime adaptation announcement.
Waiting for Sakamoto Days. That's the
Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days. We're getting it's one of those series, and I'm kind of, I don't want to do this, but I'm grouping it into Spy Family and One Punch Man. Of like, I'm not really sure what's going on anymore. Um, like, of just like, I know where we're going, but I'm not sure what are we. Okay, what's really going, like, I need someone to sit me down and reset me of like where we're at, because I feel like I don't think we're losing the plot, but
we got a little bit better idea of the plot. They really just want to create a new world order, quote unquote, of the assassin organization. And you kind of got that with some of the people that Sakamoto has been putting into his shop. But then there's also that other side of those orphans. I forgot their Slur or X or something like that. They are the opposition who want to oppose that order, quote unquote. But it's been a minute. I think we have lost a little bit of the plot because it took so long to even get those notes. Like we're 100 some chapters and we're just not getting Sakamoto's past arc, and now we're on to some other shit. Like, yeah,
have you
I'm
been
rereading
reading
it.
Sakamoto? I may have to reread the series, but the thing is, the first part gives me so much joy, that it's just going to be interesting to kind of hear it. Um, Kaiju number 8 is someone I was like, all right, we've been in this arc for a minute. Let's wrap this thing up. Wrap it
Oh
up,
yeah.
B. Yeah, I'm like, everyone is surpassing their limits. Yes, we get it. Come on, wrap it up. Um, let's see. Is there any more news? We literally
I'll
got.
say this right now about Shonen Jump. Just a over general thought.
You got 1 minute. Go ahead.
They obviously the things that have been doing well are still doing well. I am really surprised about how well some of these new series are doing.
Oh yeah, that's a
Like
fact.
a lot of new series have been sticking around, definitely been sticking around much longer. You're getting some in there now in the 20 and 30 chapters, which before it was just like, I remember they were going through a moment where it seemed that nothing was good enough for Shonen Jump. Shit was getting axed 7,
Yeah.
8, 9 chapters in. So I don't know. It's really cool, like to look through and be like, wow, there are some new series, and also them opening up the vault to a lot of shit has been really cool. But there's like some
Yeah.
new series that are coming out that are really nice.
Oh, also shout out to that one special Naruto chapter that came out for his dad, the fourth Hokage, where he was trying to come up with the name of the Rasengan with his mom. And it's really not just his chapter, it's really more about Naruto's mom and her being a Jinchuriki and them defeating some ninjas to come up with the name. So I think that was a really nice little solid addition. But yeah, like you said, there were a lot of new Shonen Jump stuff that have come out, and they've really been holding the bar.
All right.
Look at that.
That was 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Shout out Chainsaw Man.
Shout out to Chainsaw Man. She touched my wiener. Yes. Shout out to Dragon Ball Super continuing to buy time until an actual arc. I mean, it's been nice to read, but yeah, they're continuing to buy time. And yeah, man, listen, we got more stuff from the lookout coming up soon. Make sure you guys start binging Mobile Suit Gundam, the Witch from Mercury, right? Yes,
Witch from Mercury, yeah.
All right, The Witch from Mercury. Make sure you start binging that. And yeah, stay tuned. Summer Comment House will be back with more content coming up next.